Already testing, testing, testing. Perfect, we're good. Okay, we're back, guys. Oh, this game is so broken. This game is so broken. They just can't make a proper game. They can't even just start a normal race. Bad enough we gotta run the Formula World cars, let alone gotta restart the lobby because, oh, first time, try starting us under red flag, and second time, try starting us under safety car. My goodness, so... Well, it should be fine now. If it starts under safety... We got safety car and reduced, but, like, if it starts under safety car again, we're just gonna keep going at this point. So we're just giving the guys another minute to get their strategies and setups on again. And then we're just going to start right from the grid, just straight off the line. Once more, get this race out of the way. This race has absolutely been cursed. But, hey, I blame Codemasters. Just can't not program. Like, you'd think that the main thing they'd want to sort out would be making sure you can actually start a race properly. That would be the first thing I would check. Make sure that... races are starting without glitching, but no, they can't even get that right, so... It is what it is. If it starts under safety car again, we're just going to keep going. 2 restarts is enough for anyone's sanity. It's been almost an hour. Well, it basically has been an hour now. The race should have been started like 20-30 minutes ago. So it's unfortunate, but... It is what it is. We tried to restart. Thought that it was just a formation lap red flag glitch, but then nope, came out with a safety car as well. So, what can you do? I'm looking forward to this, guys. Should be good. Whatever happens, happens, and that's what's going to be recorded for the points. Hopefully the guys can keep it clean and give the make sure stewards don't have to wrap their head around so much stuff. But it's lights out and away we go here, finally, at the Australian Grand Prix, getting everything underway here now. If the game give me a good camera angle. Ah! Okay, here we go. Sparky taking off the line. Launches off firstly. Then you got Chris going here side by side with Vodka in that Audi launch livery. Vodka pulls ahead, and so does Malios. Malios not too far behind now. But Chris sends on Vodka, hits right into the side of Vodka victory. What was that from Chris? That was some stinky, stinky, stinky driving there from Chris there. My goodness, slammed right into the side of Vodka victory. Vodka victory is lucky to be alive at this point. Chris losing several positions now, drops all the way down to 6th. My goodness, absolute stinky driving from Chris, if I haven't already said that enough. Sparky's pulling the lead here now, 2 seconds ahead of Vodka. Again, he is on the faster tires. He is on that soft compound tire. So he is going to get a little bit of a lead here now. Vodka's trying to catch him rapidly. But meanwhile, Malios is just right behind Vodka victory on the yellows. Who's also on faster tire, trying to put the pressure on him again as well. Has had the fastest purple sector 2 there, if anyone. Let's see what he can do. I see Abrupt has fallen all the way behind now as well. He's at the back of the pack as well. Great Ace has moved himself. He's up in the 9th. Zooms him, gets past Slingshot, moves up in 7th. Oh no, what happens with Great Ace there? Great Ace, oh. Slingshot there just ahead of Great Ace, struggling. Going into this corner. Slingshot still ahead of him in 8th at the moment. My goodness, all these guys going through there. Jelly being forced to pit already. Jelly already going into the pit lane. That's all you can do. Malio still putting the pressure on Vodka. He's keeping up with him, but Smoke has now caught up to this pack of guys as well. So Smoke is keeping up with him as well at the moment. Great Ace manages to get past Slingshot, moves up into 8th. Here we go. Is Malios going to go for a move on Vodka on the highway here? Great Ace picks up the first 3-second time penalty of the race. Malios putting the pressure on Vodka victory here now on the highway. Abrupt having to pit already as well, so both Jelly and Abrupt have already been forced to pit so far. We're all only on lap 2, and both Jelly and Abrupt have already had to pit. Malio's still stuck behind Vodka, waiting for his moment. Still no DRS. Once he has DRS, it looks like he's going to fly by Vodka Victory, is what it seems to me. Smoke also not too far behind. Oh no, but Smoke spins in his Red Bull-styled car. He spins. Chris and Pete go by. They're on the side of the road. Oh no, my goodness. Red Bull driver having it rough tonight. He loses it there around the corner. Drops all the way down into 9th. It looks like, actually, no, even worse than that. He's fallen all the way behind. He's back with Great Ace now in the Aston Martin, who's right there alongside him. All these cars going through the corner here. Playable there as well in the Williams-style livery. Yeah, Smoke is being forced to pit here now. My God, Vodka Victory has lost the position to Malios. Vodka Victory trying to put the pressure on him down to this corner. Both of them keeping it clean. Wheel to wheel. Vodka has to let off the gas there to give Malios his line. But Vodka Victory gives him the space, lets him off there with it. But my goodness. Smoke has now been forced to pit as well, so 3 drivers have already been forced to pit so far this race. Absolute insanity. Vodka is going to have DRS, but he's already burned up half his ERS. Same thing with Malios. They've just been fighting these two, which has been letting Sparky float away with it 3.5 seconds ahead of everyone at the moment. Meanwhile, Pete the Newfie is gaining on Chris. Trying to get back up into 4th where he started. He is keeping the pressure on him. Great Ace and Playable both already have penalties as well. Rough start for them at the moment. My goodness. Pete has DRS on Chris, but he's still not close enough to go for any move on him, I'm afraid. He's getting a bit closer here now, though. Down into the corner still enough. Maybe he'll be able to try for something on the highway. But my goodness, that is rough for some of these drivers that they've already been forced to pit. Like, Smoke was showing such amazing pace, and then he just spun there just like that, coming out of that corner. God. That was rough for him. But Drupally now currently in 8th, just behind his teammate Slingshot. Who is faster? What's going to happen here? Is Slingshot going to let his teammate go? Or what? Playbill also going wheel to wheel here with Great Ace through the same highway. Coming around the corner there with Great Ace. Playbill makes the move, gets ahead of Great Ace, moves up into 9th. Like I said, both of them do have time penalties though, as we can tell. The guys in the back way far behind. They're going to have to do a lot to catch up. Drupally still right behind his team at the moment. Vodka Victory takes fastest lap of the race. I was going to say on the hards there, but Chris takes it with the softs, obviously. But Vodka Victory had fastest lap there at the moment on the hard tires, so he is absolutely flying right now. Trying to catch Malios so he can move back up into 2nd. Him and Malios, as we can see, are both gaining significant time on Sparky, who's in the lead on the softs. Once Sparky's softs die off, these two are going to be flying. And are going to catch up no problem, from what I can tell. Meanwhile, Drupally still stuck behind his teammate at the moment. What are the Alfa Romeo drivers going to do? Like I said, they're currently 2nd in our constructor standings. They have to decide something. At this point, is Slingshot holding Drupally up? Should Sling let Droop go? Droop is on the faster tires. He is on the softs. He's going to have DRS on Sling now. It looks like he's going to go for it. He's going to get past him nice and clean. Sling's going to let him go. And there he goes. Drupally gets ahead of Sling. Looks like Drupally's going to start trying to see if he can gain any time on the cars ahead. That's good to see. Meanwhile, like I said, Vodka's still trying to keep up with Malios here. If we just look at the lap times here. Vodka slightly faster than Malios, even though he's on the slower tires, so that's allowing him to keep up here. Chris gets a 3-second time penalty now. That's definitely going to affect his race later on, especially if he makes any mistakes during this race. Like I said, Pete has still been losing time, still not able to catch up to the guys ahead. But he's holding on there in 5th at the moment. Vodka still in 3rd, still behind Malios. Lost a bit of time to him now. He's fallen out of that DRS range. So that is severely going to hurt him, but Malios has kept it clean. You got past him fair and square. So we'll see, but these guys are gaining significant time on Sparky. They were like 3 seconds behind Sparky at one point, and now Malios is only 1.9 seconds behind Sparky. So we'll see how that goes for him. Meanwhile, Playbill has DRS on Slingshot now. He's getting within range of him, so we're going to hold on with the Williams driver at the moment. Like I said, who's rocking that Williams livery. It's great to see. We'll see what he can do. Yellow flag in Sector 3. What has happened? Someone's lost it. Someone's lost control of their car. It looks like it was Zoom Zoom. I think Zoom Zoom made a mistake there. I saw a Haas, a white Haas dot. I made a mistake. Yep, Zoom Zoom has lost several positions now. He's dropped down into 9th behind Mr. Playbill. Huge mistake from Zoom Zoom there. He must have lost it on the final corner. So that's cost him several positions now. Down into 9th. Zoom Zoom still just behind Slingshot. Or sorry, Playbill just behind Slingshot at the moment. He's going to have DRS on Sling coming up to this highway section. Beaver picks up a 3-second time penalty that adds him to the penalty list. Malios is now almost within DRS range of Sparky. And Vodka almost back within DRS of range of Malios, so we'll have a DRS train here. Yellow flag Sector 1, and it's a VSC. It's a virtual safety car. Just before the VSC, Playbill manages to get past Slingshot. Moves himself up into 7th, but now it's a VSC. Someone has lost something there. Significant time. Virtual safety car. Everyone got to slow down. Chris is opting to pit under the virtual safety car. We'll see if anyone else decides to as well. Mr. Playbill. Oh, we got some speeding under VSC penalties from Slingshot and Mr. Playbill there. DRS has been re-enabled. Now the VSC is ready to go. It looks like Codemasters still hasn't fixed their VSC problem in this game. Even though they said they had, because they're useless developers. But let's see here now. Vodka, Malios, and Sparky are all bunched up here now. Once again at the front. Fighting for the lead of the race. And see what happens. Like I said, they got a bit of a DRS train here forming at the front at the moment. Chris has pitted for hard tires. Chris got his pit stop done under the VSC, so now Chris is out on hards, and he could potentially take these hards all the way to the end of the race. So that could have been a really good move from Chris there. We'll have to see how that plays out for him. Chris gets past Playbill there, moves up into 5th. We're just waiting to see here now. Like I said, DRS is re-enabled. And these guys are still going to have DRS on Sparky. Sparky softs are going to fall off here soon. And Malios and Vodka are going to put the pressure on. Yellow flag in Sector 3 though. Oh, here we go. Malios makes the move in the DRS zone. Pulls ahead, takes the lead of the race from Sparky. Playbill has now decided to pit and get off his hard tires super early. That's a pit stop for him done as well. Just going to move everyone else ahead. See, Vodka Victory just holding third at the moment. Pete the Newbie still not gaining it much time on these guys. Really. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Zoom Zoom picks up 3-second time penalty for the multiple warnings. There we go. Sparky's looking for something on Malios, but still can't quite get it. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory at the purple Sector 2. He is flying right now on these hards. Like I said, he's in it for the long game. He's letting these guys burn their tires up fighting each other, and he's going to have it here for the end of the race. 3-second time penalty to Great Ace. So that's another penalty for Great Ace. He is super struggling here tonight. This track is just not suiting his driving style at all. A lot of these guys super far behind the rest of the pack at the moment. Like I said, all three of these guys super bunched up. Vodka Victory is going to have DRS here on the car ahead, but Sparky got DRS to Malios. Is Vodka's going to go for a move here on the McLaren driver into the corner. They keep it clean. They keep it together. But Sparky still holds position over Vodka. We see Slingshot now. Slingshot has also decided to pit and get off his mediums. Only went 8 laps on them. Same thing. Oh, look. Playbill and Zoom Zoom have both also pit once again. Playbill opting to get off his 8-lap-old hards, and Zoom Zoom pitting to get off his 8-lap-old soft. So here we go, Vodka Victory. Sending it on the McLaren of Sparky. Moves up into second. Like I said, Sparky's softs are going to start dying off now. He's going to have to pit here soon, I would imagine. I imagine Sparky's going to want to pit off these softs fairly soon. He's losing time even to Pete the Newfie in 4th. He's losing time to him as well. Meanwhile, Slingshot's in 9th, just behind Beaver. Great Ace, who has penalties, just behind. These 3 guys all pretty close here now as well, so we're going to hold on with them there for the moment. Slingshot's going to have DRS on Beaver. Like I said, the strategy all over the place tonight. Like I said, it sucks that Pete's teammate, Smoke, is in dead last right now at the moment. He's absolutely struggling tonight. But here we go, Slingshot going for the move on Beaver around the corner. Slingshot and Great Ace both make the move on Beaver there. They make it land up into 8th and 9th respectfully. Crazy stuff. But yeah, it just sucks that Smoke, who, you know, in that first race before we had to do the redo, got second in that other Australia race last week, but now he's absolutely struggling. Down in 14th, down dead last. He's going to need a late safety car if he's going to come back at this point, or something. Sparky holding on to third. He is still he's decided to stay out for these softs a little bit longer before he decides to do his pit stop. Meanwhile, his teammate Jelly has recovered a little bit. He's in 7th at the moment, but he still needs to pit. But a lot of the guys around him have penalties that could benefit him very well. Nope, Sparky is staying out for another lap. That's going to be another lap for Sparky out on the softs. All 3 of these guys fighting for the win here. Vodka Victory is currently out of DRS range of Malios, though. But he's almost back in it. All 3 of these guys are keeping up with each other right now. Pete the Newfie has lost even more time to them. Pete just been struggling a little bit here. In 4th at the moment. He's been consistently about 2.5 seconds behind everyone. Now he's 3 seconds behind. Meanwhile, like I said, Slingshot now currently behind Great Ace. Great Ace managed to get past him. But Great Ace does have those penalties if we check here now. Yeah, 9 seconds of penalties for Great Ace. 12 laps into the race. That is not good at all. That could potentially take Great Ace out of the points completely by the end of this race. Especially since Slingshot and Beaver and Abrupt are all not that far behind. Not that far behind at all. Like, Slingshot has DRS on Great Ace here now. He's holding on. Like I said, as you can see at the back, Smoke is saving a ton of time to the cars ahead. But, so he's doing his thing. He's hoping for a safety car or something. Smoke, like I said, Smoke is flying. Look, 121.8 takes fast lap of the race at the moment. Sparky, there we go. Sparky decides to pit now. Sparky has opted for his pit stop. Get off the soft tires. Is he going to go to the hards to finish the race? Let's see. Abrupt currently in DRS range of Beaver. No, Sparky goes for the mediums to finish the race. Okay. But, yeah, so Smoke, like I said, he is flying at the back of the grid right now. And he's just hoping for a late safety car or something that he can use to be able to catch up to everyone else. And jump right back up there. But, like I said, we have safety cars on reduced because of those glitches we just had with the restart. So, he's hoping for a miracle at this point. But Abrupt is within DRS range of Beaver now. Slingshot's still within DRS range of Great Ace. Like I said, Beaver has the penalty, but Abrupt wants to get past him. He wants to fight him, but Beaver is still out on these 12-lap-old softs. Same thing with Jelly. Jelly's still out on 11-lap-old softs, so imagine we'll see the two of them pit shortly. We're going to hold on with Abrupt here for now. Both these guys fighting for that last point position at the moment. Vodka Victory and Pete the Newfie are now second and third, behind a couple seconds behind Malios. None of these guys at the front have done their pit stop yet, though. I'm just curious. I just want to see the lap times. 122.4. No, Pete. Oh no, Smoke is out of the race, and that's going to be a full safety car. The safety car that Smoke wanted actually ended up being for himself. That's it. Smoke is out of the race. Like I said, he went from getting second here last week before we did the redo, and now the redo race, and now he's DNF'd. My goodness. But that's going to be it for Smoke. Safety car, full safety car. This is going to be an opportunity for a lot of guys to get their pit stops done. If you're Drooply, or sorry, if you're Jelly, you're loving this right now. Perfect time to get off your softs. There we go. As you can see, Beaver, Slingshot, Great Ace, Jelly, Drooply all got into the pits. Abrupt. Is anyone getting double stacked? I'm just curious to see if anyone's getting double stacked here. I'm keeping an eye on the pit lane. Because there's some other guys coming to the pits now. Such as Beaver, Mr. Playbill. All these guys went into the pits and are now coming out. All pitted under a safety car. However, Pete and Vodka have still not gotten around yet. Unfortunately, Pete and Vodka got a little unlucky. They were at a bad part of the track. There goes Malios. Malios goes in. So does Vodka, and so does Pete. So, funny enough, our race leaders actually ended up being the most unlucky under the safety car. All three of them were super far away by the time safety car came out. So Malios coming out in the softs to finish the race. Vodka and Pete coming out in the mediums. Malios coming out in the softs. There's still 14 laps to go of this race. Is Malios hoping for another safety car? Is that what's going on right now? I think that is what's going on. I honestly think Malios is hoping for another safety car, personally. Chris has now gotten into the pits. He's coming out in yellows as well. Sparky's out in yellows to finish. Most of these guys are out on yellows to finish. But Malios is out on the softs. I think that's going to hurt him because there's 14 laps left of this race. Honestly, I think that's going to come to bite Malios. I really do. That decision to go to the softs, his teammate Zoom Zoom on the hards to finish the race. Let's check the penalties. Currently got 3 seconds of time penalties. Still looking like he could get some solid points for the team here. Safety car staying out, letting these other guys catch up. Get caught up. But yeah, unfortunate for Pete's teammate Smoke. It's like none of these guys, these two guys just cannot have a good race at the same time. It's like one of them is always getting screwed over when the other one's doing good. My goodness. But this is exactly what Pete wanted. He was far behind the guys, and now he's going to be right up there once again. Going to be able to fight with Vodka and Malios and Sparky for the win here. That's exactly what he wanted. Well, like I said, if we just look at the fastest laps here, there we go. We can say, like, all around the same. Sparky 122.3, Vodka 122.2, and that was on the hards. Malios 122.4. I'm sure he's going to beat that now, though, than he's on the softs. Because he was on the yellows before, but still. These top guys have been fighting for the win are all in close pace. Chris, can't doubt Chris as well. Chris already also around the same pace, but again, he has that penalty and he's struggling a bit here tonight. It looks like the safety car is going to stay out for one more lap, folks. So before we get things back underway, I'll be back in just one moment. And I'm back, but here we go, folks. Safety car is going to be in this lap. But I'm just telling you, there's no way. Yes, there is a safety car, so it's, you know, the softs aren't going to be as bad. So Malios can definitely take these softs to the end of the race, but I think he's going to lose a lot of time because of it. And he's going to be at the lead here. So he's going to have pressure from people behind. Here we go, we're back underway here on start of lap 17. Malios is going to have a little bit of speed here at the beginning because he is on the faster tire, but I'm telling you, these softs are going to screw him over at the end. Chris picks up another 3-second time penalty as he's trying to keep up with the rest of the pack. Like I said, he's been struggling with track limits here at Australia. Do here now, Sparky. Trying to keep up with Pete. Playbill gets past Abrupt, moves up into 11th. Pete the Newfie picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is very significant. All these guys are super close here. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, I'm getting some burps or something. But yeah, Pete, that 3-second time penalty, like I said, is going to hurt Pete and Chris so much. Like, they're going to drop like a rock by the end of this race, especially if there's another safety car. You never know, there could be another one. If everyone's still bunched up, their race is going to get screwed over completely with a time penalty like that. Like, my goodness, but here we go. Chris is putting the moves on Sparky, trying to put the pressure on him around the second last corner. He was feeling him out there. I was thinking he was actually going to go for something there. Malio sets a new fastest lap of 121.2 on the softs, of course. You can do anything when you're on the softs. Chris still keeping up with Sparky. Like I said, he's trying to look for the move here on him. I think, is he actually going to send it on Sparky here? No, he's not. No, he backs out of it. He backs out of it for now. Gonna wait for another DRS zone, another opportunity. Meanwhile, these other guys are getting a little spaced out, but Sparky and Chris still super close to each other at the moment. My goodness. And Sparky is also very close to Pete here now as well. Sparky putting the pressure on him at the moment. Around this corner. Coming up to sector 3 here now. But Sparky is almost completely out of ERS. Meanwhile, Chris still has like 40% behind. Chris is going to send it on him down to this corner. Oh no, but Chris goes way wide, goes off on the sand and loses it there. So no, Chris, unfortunately, Chris got a little greedy there. He sent it a little too far into that corner, went off on the sand, and Sparky and Pete are gone on their way. And now Chris is going to have to worry about the cars of Jelly and Drooply behind. DRS has now been re-enabled as well, so they're going to be within DRS range of Chris. So they're going to put the pressure on him even more. Vodka is almost within DRS range of Malios once again. We'll see how that turns out. Sparky still putting the pressure on Pete the Newfie, even though he's on the slightly older mediums. So Sparky is going to be within DRS of Pete. How much ERS does Pete have? Pete still has like 50% ERS though. Pete definitely has the ERS advantage, but Pete also has a 3-second time penalty that is going to hurt him by the end of this. Speaking of time penalties, Mr. Playville picks up another one. 3-second time penalty there. It's going to affect him. We got 10 laps left of the race. Sparky got DRS on Pete again. It looks like he's still too far back to go for anything though. Beaver picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. That adds him to the list. All of these guys at the back at the moment are currently fighting for that final points position. Abrupt is also not too far off. Keep that in mind. Abrupt is not that far off. He's only 2 seconds away from the other guys, and he doesn't have a time penalty at the moment. So this could be a great opportunity for Abrupt to gain some positions and still finishing the points. Malios posts an even faster lap at 121 flat. Good stuff, good stuff. Sparky staying within DRS of Pete the Newfie all this time. Druply Bunyan picks up a 3-second time penalty now. He joins the party. And here we go. Great Ace under DRS gets past Druply. Moves up into 7th, even though I think he has more time penalties than Druply. If we check penalties, yeah, he has 9 seconds though. So Druply's still not that worried about it. But Great Ace could end up holding him up here though. That is the thing. Meanwhile, Sparky still putting the pressure on Pete the Newfie, like fighting for that last podium position, it looks like. Sparky was leading the race earlier, but looks like he's fallen too far behind now. He's not going to be able to fight for that win. But even a podium on his debut would be amazing stuff, and I'm telling you, those penalties are going to kill you. That free second penalty for Pete the Newfie is going to kill him here. Like, it could definitely cost him a podium position. As Sparky is keeping up, no problem. No penalties yet. Unless Sparky himself picks up a penalty, but doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, him and Pete now, their ERS is getting a little more even. Because Pete's trying to defend the position when there's still 8 laps to go of the race. Oh, Pete getting a little loose there. His car got a little loose, got a little dangerous. Sparky going to put the pressure on him now under the DRS zone. Oh, is Sparky going to go for a move on Pete into this corner? No, he's not. He's going to back out of it. To say, very dangerous corner to go for a move on. Sparky, very smart, backs out of it. Lets Pete go. He knows Pete has a penalty anyway. Vodka Victory, though, has not been able to catch Malios just yet, though. And still not been able to catch Malios at the moment. Still 2.5 seconds behind him. Hoping that Malios' softs will die off. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, Malios' softs in these last couple laps of the race are going to die off hard. And that is going to be Vodka Victory's perfect opportunity to try to snipe him for the win tonight. But regardless, a second place finish for Vodka Victory will still be great. Because, I mean, that will still keep him in the lead of the Drivers' Championship at the moment, I believe. Here we go. Chris now getting super close to Sparky, putting the pressure on him. So Chris has now caught back up to Sparky and Pete, even though he has that time penalty, like I said. Audi launched livery, even though he's a Ferrari driver. Here we go. Yellow flag in sector 3, though. It looks like Beaver. Yeah, Beaver has lost it there around the final corner. Beaver has lost it now, and he's dropped all the way down into last, into 13th. So that's rough for him. It looks like this has the potential for... there could be no points for Mercedes tonight. His teammate Leo Hamilton is not here tonight. And he is struggling, and he's all the way at the back now. Only 7 laps to go. There could be no points for Mercedes tonight. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Sparky's still staying within DRS range, but Chris has managed to get past him. But that's the thing, though. Both Chris and Pete the Newfie, if we look, have penalties. Chris has 6 seconds. Pete has 3 seconds. So as long as Sparky Sorry, as long as Sparky stays within range of these two drivers, he will still finish on the podium with Malios and Vodka. But Jelly, his teammate though, Jelly, messes up. His teammate Jelly was set for an awesome finish. A double points finish for the McLaren duo, but Jelly messes up there, coming through the end of the second sector and drops all the way to the back with Beaver. Beaver's now caught them as well. My goodness. What a turn of events. It sucks for the McLaren duo. They could have had a great finish tonight. Now Chris is up behind Pete the Newfie, putting the pressure. But Vodka victory. Oh, Pete spins! What's Pete doing? Pete loses fucking positions there to Chris. Another virtual safety car. My goodness, that was not Chris's fault at all. Jelly retires from the session. So that's what caused the VSC. Jelly is out. Jelly is out of the race. I thought the VSC was caused... Oh no, it's a full safety car now. It's evolved to a full safety car. A full late safety car. Fuck, this is exactly what Malios wanted. He only went 8 laps on the softs, and now he's going to have... if he has another set of softs, he's good. If he doesn't, he could be screwed, but... Regardless, all these guys got to wait to get around now. Wow, so Sparky's teammate Jelly is out of the race. Everything was looking good and he just completely messed up. So I thought the VSC was caused by Pete the Newfie, but no. It looks like this is going to work out for Pete the Newfie, because if he has any front wing damage, he's going to be able to fix it here, so that's going to help him. Even if he loses a couple seconds. Still in the race. But my goodness, yeah, so our second safety car of the night, Jelly, is out. I'm afraid. Because I think what happened is that I think Pete's incident caused the VSC, but what happened to Jelly is what turned it into a full safety car. So, yeah, there goes Pete the Newfie into the pits. I just want to see, has he opted to repair any front wing damage? Yep, they're repairing Pete's front wing completely. Everyone's pitting for softs. Except for Sparky. Sparky's staying out on the mediums. This could screw Sparky over completely. Oh my goodness. Sparky is now going to be leading behind the safety car. But here's the thing. Sparky has opted to stay out on these 11-lap-old mediums. While everyone behind him, Malios, Vodka, Chris, Pete, are going to be on the softs. But as we can see, Druply and Playbill have also both opted to stay out on the mediums to finish the race. Oh no. A lot of these guys have penalties, so they're all going to be bunched up, and it's going to be wild to guess who's going to win this race. Like I said, it looks like Malios still has the favor to win the race, especially since he does not have a penalty, whereas Vodka does. But both these guys are going to be fighting for the win here. But I don't understand, why did Sparky not pit under the safety car? He opted to stay out on these 11-lap-old mediums, which I think is just going to completely screw him over by the end of this race. I really do. I really think this is going to screw Sparky over. 5 laps to go. Safety car could stay out for another lap. Beaver is still 20 seconds behind at the back of the grid, so yeah, the safety car is going to stay out for another lap, it looks like. So we got more time to digest this. Like I said, 2 drivers out of the race, so only 2 guys are going to finish outside the points. See how it goes. Pete has come out in 7th. Pete is in 7th, which means he's going to be behind Playbill, who's going to be on these old yellows. So as we can see, it wasn't just Sparky. Sparky, Druply, and Playbill all stayed out on these old yellows, and I just feel like that's going to completely screw them over here. They're going to be ruined. I'm telling you right now, Vodka and Malios are going to catch Sparky like it's nothing. Here we go. I imagine the safety car will be coming in this lap. But we'll see here now. Like I said, like, oh, Sparky is just going to get eaten alive here. And it just sucks for him because he was at least set, Sparky was at least set to have a good podium finishing position here. But now it's going to be, but his own teammate DNF'd out of the race. And now the safety car is coming in. He's going to have 4 laps left, and he's going to have to hold off on these old yellows, try to keep within at least finishing on the podium. Well, meanwhile, Malios and Vodka are moving in sync. They're both trying to get ready to go here. Both these guys fighting for the win here tonight for Haas and Aston Martin. You couldn't tell from their colors. Here we go. Sparky to start the restart. Let's see. Him and Malios, the only ones at the front with no penalties. Here we go. Stuff getting back underway. Malios going to try to steal the front away from Sparky. Going for the move on him right away on turn 1, it looks like. And he does. He gets the move done. Malios moves up into first ahead of Sparky. But lots of 3-second time penalties there I saw for like 2 or 3 people. Sparky going for it again though on Malios. But isn't able to make it stick. Looks like Chris there with Vodka victory. Also picks up another 3-second time penalty. So he's still stuck behind him. But I noticed that Malios' teammate Zoom Zoom also picked up a 3-second time penalty at the back. I'm not sure if anyone else did as well. But these guys are absolutely giving it their all here in these final 4 laps. Trying to get the best that they can. I know Pete the Newfie got past Mr. Playbill after. He's going for the move on Drooply Bunyan. Drooply knows he's getting eaten alive here. He's on these old yellows. And Pete the Newfie gets ahead of him, moves up into 5th. Now chasing down the front pack, front leaders, who are all bunched together. Pete the Newfie's trying to get in on that train. But like I said, these penalties are going to screw these guys over. So right now, all Sparky has to do is stay within range of these guys. Oh, Chris and Vodka going at it there. Side by side. Through the 3rd sector. Here we go. We got 3 laps left to go of the Australian Grand Prix. Malios has gotten away a bit. He's 1.9 seconds ahead of everyone else. But Vodka Victory and Chris are still keeping up. Here they go, all in the turn 1. Oh, Sparky goes off track there, goes wide. Vodka Victory pulls ahead of all of them. So does Pete. Pete gets ahead of Sparky as well. Sparky and Chris going into the corner together. They keep it clean though. But Chris pulls ahead of Sparky. And now Sparky is going at it with Pete the Newfie. And Pete the Newfie, he gets eaten up by Pete the Newfie as well. Now he has Great Ace right behind him. In the Aston Martin. All these guys are just eating each other alive right now. Like I said, I told you those. I knew right away those Sparky not pitting was going to screw him over completely. And it looks like Sparky could lose out on a podium position here. If he's not careful. There's still 2 laps left to go of the race. Great Ace is right behind, and so is Drooply. Abrupt has also managed to move himself up into 8th now. Good stuff to him. Slingshot in 9th. Beaver and Playbill at the back right now. Looks like they're screwed. Looks like they're not going to finish in the points. Especially since there's only 2 laps remaining. No more safety cars. This is it. This is the race. But Vodka is now 2.5 seconds behind Malios, and he has that penalty. DRS has now been re-enabled. But it looks like that's going to be it. It looks like, let me check the penalties right quick. Yeah, Chris has 9 seconds of penalties, so as of right now, that will still be a podium finish for Pete the Newfie, it looks like. Oh, Pete trying to go for something on Chris here? Okay, I got confused there. I almost thought he was. 2 laps left to go of the race. Like I said, Vodka is losing time to Malios. Like I said, that second safety car worked out perfectly in Malios' favor. If there hadn't been a second safety car, Malios would have been screwed. But he got lucky and there was a second safety car. And that just worked out in his favor. He just hopped on another set of softs and boom. Now he's flying away. And if we see here, Great Ace now gets ahead of Sparky. Sparky loses another position to the Aston Martin driver. So Sparky will get him on penalties anyway. Playbill going into the pits once again. The yellows. Chris picks up another 3-second time penalty. So that's even more in the favor of the cars behind him. Like I said, at this point, Vodka Victory will take the second place finish. Malios posts a new fast lap of the race at 120.6 on the softs. On the soft tires. Pete Danufi pulls ahead of Chris, moves up into third position. He's trying to chase down Vodka Victory. 4-second position in the race. Because every position matters. But now Chris is sending in on Pete Danufi in this corner? No, okay, he lets Pete go. I was going to say, final lap of the race. Don't ruin someone's race, bruh. That's so scared there. But here we go. Slingshot and Abrupt. Going wheel to wheel through that corner there. Slingshot ends up taking up another 3-second time penalty because of it. That's going to affect him. Abrupt has gotten past him. Zoom Zoom and Slingshot all pretty close here now at the back, with Zoom Zoom not too far, with Drooply not too far behind either. My goodness. Slingshot looking to make the move on Abrupt, it looks like. I can see from the camera angle both of them touching tires a little bit. Slingshot pulls ahead, moves up into 7th, but he has a time penalty. So does Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom has DRS on Abrupt. But again, Abrupt does not have the time penalty, so Abrupt knows I'm going to get these guys on the positions anyway. So it's not going to matter to me. I know I'm going to get them. So let's see, the guys are going to cross the line here. Malios in the Haas crosses the line. He is your race winner tonight. His first race in NACS, he wins. I just want to check his race pace. 120.6. Yeah, way faster than everyone else. Look at that, 121.2, 121.3. Crazy pace there from Malios. There we go. That is your podium tonight. Malios, Pete Danufi, and Vodka Victory finish on the podium. Sparky just barely misses out on the podium, like I said, because of his decision to stay out on the medium tires. He finishes in 4th. Amazing recovery to Abrupt Pew Pew, though. Finishes 5th. Had that terrible start from the back, but finished in 5th after all that. Good stuff. You love to see it. Zoom Zoom DNF'd at the end, but again, he is still going to be a classified finisher, but it looks like he's going to finish outside the points, I'm afraid. So it's going to be a DNF for Zoom Zoom, because he's going to finish outside the points. He's not going to get any points. But great recovery from Abrupt, finishing 5th. Drooply and Slingford Alfa Romeo finishing 6th and 8th. So that's still going to get them some points in the Constructors. Especially since Pete's teammate Smoke DNF'd the race. So it's going to blow the Constructors wide open. But congratulations to our podium tonight. Malios in the Haas, Vodka Victory in the Aston Martin, and Pete Danufi in the Red Bull. Congrats to them. And now we're going to get Vodka Victory and Pete Danufi in the party on Xbox here for a quick little post-race interview.
Finally.
Yo, did Vodka just get off right away? I was going to invite him for the post-race interview.
I think, I'm not sure.
That's weird, but regardless, good stuff, Pete. You got 2nd. Obviously, it's not the win you wanted, but I mean, hey, you finished ahead of the championship leader at the moment, Vodka Victory. How did that race feel for you? Were you happy about those safety cars or what? Just run me through your race right quick.
The first safety car was good. It was around where I was going to pit anyways for the yellows, so it didn't really help me much. But I actually caused the second virtual safety car because I made a mistake at turn 1, and I did get a little tap from Chris, and it put me into the wall. So that might be...
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Around.
I saw that, yeah.
And then I made a huge run from 7th all the way up to 2nd, or all the way up to 3rd, but then I guess Vodka got another penalty on the last couple of corners, which made me get 2nd place. Overall,
okay.
My pace wasn't great.
Oh, that's what happened. Race. Okay.
my pace wasn't great that entire race. I felt like I was lacking. I didn't have much confidence in the car because my rear end was a lot of greasy rear end there. But yeah, I'll take a second then.
Yeah, okay, so that's why Vodka was... Okay, now it makes sense why Vodka got off, because he was going to have second over you, but then, like you said, he got a penalty, another penalty there at the end. Okay, that paints a picture in my mind. Okay, I didn't understand there what was going on, because I thought for sure he was getting second, you were getting third, so I was confused.
He went over that tricky right-hander after the chicane. He went over that red curve.
Yeah.
But
regardless, good stuff to Malios. I think he kept it clean the whole time. He didn't have a penalty the entire time. So good stuff to him on his race win. He was fairly fast. But yeah, good stuff to him. Good stuff to you for getting second. Vodka still got third, so I think he'll still be leading the championship. But
so, yes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened to your teammate, though.
Yes, I've seen it.
Because he was looking pretty fast around here, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just got caught out or if he wasn't feeling the F1 World Car. But I mean, his one-lap pace was there, but I think he made a mistake coming through the final sector there, and his tires must have just got heated up, and then he lost it at one point. So
I've never seen what happened to him. It's too bad though he couldn't both get the points through. Hey,
yeah, it's like you and your teammate are cursed, man. It's like only one of you can have a good race at a time.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate, but because he could have pulled a lot of points for Red Bull. But hey, at least it keeps it interesting. So
absolutely. Shout out to Sparky there after the safety car. Great wheel-to-wheel through the end of sector 1 there.
Yeah,
so
good
tight
stuff.
There through that fast right-hander, man. So tight.
Good stuff to Sparky. Unfortunately, he didn't pit under a safety car, so that, as expected, he ended up missing out on the podium because he was fighting for the win for most of the race. But yeah, that last safety car kind of screwed him over. So unfortunate for him. But yeah, good racing for him, and hopefully him and his teammate Jelly can bounce back at Imola. It's a shame because his teammate also caused the safety car that ended up screwing him over. So.
Yes.
That's extremely unfortunate, but
I did get very lucky with that second safety car because I did cause virtual, like I said, but then as soon as that came out, a safety car came out, and I had lost my front wing, so I had to pit.
Yeah, so you got very lucky finishing on the podium. So yeah, you should definitely be happy with that second position, I would say.
I am absolutely.
But yeah, so that's gonna do it for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining us for our Australian Grand Prix. Thank God we're finally done with this track.
Yes, we can finally go past this curse, man.
Yeah, we can finally move on past this track, move on to Imola next week, same time, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we're NACS, we're a No Assist Racing League. We still have a seat or two open, I believe, if you want to message me or Pete the Newfie. Join our Discord server, and we'll hook you up with a seat if you're interested in that. But other than that, I'm your host, I Don't Muse, and we'll see you guys at the same time next week for Imola.